What's going on, fish nerds? Hope you're having a great weekend. I spent the first part of the day at the Greater Cincinnati Aquarium Society spring auction. So there was a lot of people there at that auction. I want to say like 350 to 450, something like that. There was a bunch of people in the auction there today. Got a little bit of stuff. I picked up like some Java moss and some plants, but not a whole lot. I bought fish, but I didn't mean to buy the fish that I bought. I wasn't paying good attention, and I thought the auctioneer said stir-by Corys. He did not. He said Serpe tetras. Not the same fish. And I mean, he starts the bidding at $5. I'm like, stir-by Corys for $5? For 6 of them. I'm like, yes. And then 6, 7, 8, 9. Long pause after 9. Like, 10? Sold for 10. I'm like, I just scored half a dozen stir-by Corys for $10. That's incredible. And then I get back there and I see a Serpe tetras. I'm like, it's not his fault. It's my fault for not paying better attention, but that's not what I meant to buy. So I accidentally bought my brother-in-law some fish because I didn't want them. Nothing against Serpe tetras. I had them for a while. I got burnt out on them. I'm not at a place right now where I want more. So I just gave them to my brother-in-law. So that was the first part of my day. Now it's time to build the filter. Okay, so here's our bins we're going to use to build this sump filter. And this is just one of those little storage towers, 3 drawers in it, and just a cheap tote. Tote itself cost me like $6. Tower cost me like 9 something. Got both of them at Walmart. So cheap. So you guys have seen this done before as far as this style of sump filter being built. Joey the King of DIY's done it. Other guys have done it. I'm just going to walk you through how I'm going to do it and show you what all I'm going to put in it as far as filter media. So starting off, just pull out one of the totes, flip it upside down, and I'm going to mark off all through here where I'm going to drill it. And then we're going to drill some holes. Now I got this all marked off. I just took the tape measure and just did every inch down, and then just every inch across. So these are all kind of like 1-inch squares. And it doesn't have to be exact. You just want an even spread of holes so that you have an even drip coming out of the drawer. So now it's time to make some holes. I'm just starting with a 7/64 drill bit just to start small because you don't want to make the holes too big right off the bat or else you won't get a good drip. It'll just drain straight through. You do want to have, as Joey explains in his video, imagine this right side up, or I can just turn it right side up. You want the water level to kick up and hang out around here. You don't want it to just hit the plate and just go straight through. You want to have a little backup, but you don't want it to just keep rising. So it's going to be kind of a guessing game, and just start small with the size of your holes and then just gradually get bigger until you get it right. So here we go. Okay. I can't focus on holding the camera and on doing this, so I'm going to set the camera down and I'll show you guys what I got when I got the holes. Alright, got round 1 of the holes drilled. And a little tip, don't press too hard when you're drilling these holes or you'll crack your plastic. But just slide that in there, and got our tub filling up here. So that we can test the pump. And once we get enough water in there, we'll throw the pump in there and make sure that this top drawer drains quick enough to keep up with the pump. And speaking of pump, this is a Kedsum 770 gallons per hour. Just bought it on Amazon, $23.99, something like that. Got a couple of connectors to choose from. Oop, dropped them. That's a cool blue color. This one had pretty good reviews. It was a bestseller, so see how it goes. And the tubing I bought is the 5/8 inner diameter, 3/4 inch outer diameter. So we will use, where'd it go? Dropped it. Just a second. Hold on. Gotta use 2 hands to get this bag open. There we go. So we will use not that one. Hold on. That one. I'm going to need to get 2 hands to put that on there. But just screws right here into the bump. Simple enough. And connect our hose to that. Get this plugged in. I'm going to go turn off the hose. I'll be right back. Okay, got the hose turned off. Got the pump ready to go. Got the hose going up here into the top drawer to see how it drains out of there. And a little tip real quick about these hoses. When you go to buy these from Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever, they come in pre-cut lengths. And I want to say it was like 10 foot of hose for like $7.99 at Lowe's. But if you get it cut by the foot just off the big roll and get an employee to come out and cut it for you, it's only 49 cents per foot for this diameter. And so it was almost half as expensive to have them cut it as it would have been to just buy the pre-cut length. So little tip for you on that. Now let's plug in. Whoop. This is hard. Pump. Oh Lord. Should have been ready for that. Let's see how she drains. And she is not keeping up. It's okay if it backs up a little bit, but it is backing up and backing up more. That's eventually going to fill up. So, what I need to do is make those holes just a little bit bigger. Well, then again, it looks like it's kind of steady up. Sorry about that. It did start to look like it had kind of steadied off, but I'm going to go ahead and make these just a little bit bigger just in case. I'm only going to go up one size and then we'll try it again. Okay, now we've upped our holes from 7/64 to 1/8. I didn't add any new holes or anything. We're just gonna see what happens. Oop, not gonna make that same mistake again. I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Except I almost was that stupid. Okay, here we go. Looks like it's holding steady, about an inch and a half. looking good. And if you're wondering about the turnover rate you need, I'm looking, and there's a lot of debate. There's the old standard of 10 times per hour and all this stuff, but I'm shooting for 4 times per hour. So this is a 150 gallon stock tank I'm hooking this up to, and this is a 770 gallons per hour, but then you're gonna lose some of that with head height. That's how much is actually coming out right at the nozzle. So by the time it travels through the hose, it's not gonna be going quite as fast. So just adjustment to that, I went ahead and went a little bigger than I needed with the 770 gallons per hour. And I should get a good 4 times or so per hour. And this looks like it's holding pretty steady, guys. Alright, rock on. I'm going to turn all this off and then we'll move on to media. Okay, now I do want to note that I did go ahead and drill the second drawer, but I was much less careful, used much bigger holes, and as you can see, I broke out several big chunks. Whoop. But I'm honestly not worried about it because we don't need the second drawer to trickle, because you can see at the bottom of the second drawer we're already going to be hitting the water line. The water line is probably going to be somewhere about here. So it's not going to be trickling anymore anyway. It's going to be submerged. So this is going to be the wet part of the filter. So as long as this is good enough to hold the media up, and it should be, then we're still good to go. We need the top drawer to be nice, neat, and have all the small holes so that it'll trickle over the media that's in the second drawer. But the media in the third drawer is going to be completely submerged, so it doesn't matter, because you're not going to get a trickle anyway. So as long as all the water flows through there nice and we are able to hold the media up, we're good to go. Now, as for what that media is, I ordered these from Dollar Tree, which is the dollar store, and this entire box cost me $24 because there are 24 $1 packs of 4 of these scrubbies. So that's about as cheap as you can find these. Actually, it's cheaper than you can find anywhere else, really, for these. So this is 96 of these plastic pot scrubbies, or scour pads. It's just called non-stick scrubbers, but technically the name is scour pad if you're going to search them. But 96 of these to go in here for 24 bucks. You cannot find bio balls that cheap, and even if you did, these have a lot more surface area than bio balls have, and they still allow for the trickling effect for a wet dry sump like this. So check out your dollar store. And what I did was I just ordered them online and had them shipped to store. That way I could get the whole case of them, because otherwise they only have like 2 or 3 of these bags in stock on the shelf, and employees don't really like to go back in the back and look for another box if they actually even happen to have another box. So now I'm gonna open up all these and stick them in here. All right, check out how perfect that turned out, guys. All 96 of these just fit in this drawer, and I've got them packed in there. This top layer is a little loose, but I've got them all nice, neat, and stuffed through the rest of it. So these guys, well, just a second, hold on, pardon the view of my hand. These guys here will hang out here. And in this drawer, I'll have all my polyfill in here for my mechanical filtration. I don't have that yet, I forgot to buy it, but polyfill will go in there. I'm gonna have to drill a hole here for my drain coming out of the stock tank to drain into here. I'm not gonna get that done tonight, but that'll drain into here. PVC pipe will run. Dump into that. Then, actually, based on the height of this, I think I'm gonna have to come in through the side of the drawer. I'm not gonna be able to come down from the top because it's gonna be too tall for where I'm gonna put the drain in that. Oh well, it'll work out. It'll be all good. So I'm gonna have the drain running from that into this top drawer, which will have my mechanical filtration. It'll go through the mechanical filtration and through those holes. Because those holes cause it to trickle, it'll disperse that water all over on top of these sponges, trickle all through those sponges, and then once it gets to the bottom of this, it's gonna no longer trickle because we're submerged at this point. Pull this out of here. And down in this drawer, I'm going to have my final stage of media. And I thought I had it sitting here, but I don't. Let me grab it. Okay, it actually was right next to me and I just wasn't paying good enough attention. But what's gonna go in the bottom drawer? Wha-bam! Lava rock. This stuff has got loads and loads and loads and loads of surface area. This is a really good alternative to like your ceramic media and your different submerged media types. So this, first I'm gonna have to rinse this off because this stuff comes in really, really dirty. But once I get this cleaned off real good, it will go down here in the bottom drawer so it's nice and submerged. Bottom drawer has holes in the bottom of it to drain up into the tub in here for the return pump to pump the water back into the stock tank, drains out of the stock tank, back up into here, trickles into here, trickles all down through here, gets submerged into here, goes all through the lava rock before it comes out the bottom of this drawer to fill this back up, to go back into the pump, back into the stock tank. And that's pretty well how it goes. So I'm gonna call it a night just because I've actually got to go get cleaned up because we're going out to dinner and I'm going to probably finish this late tonight after we get back from dinner. But I'm gonna call it a video for now. So to all of you, thanks for watching. If you've got any thoughts, tips, concerns about this setup here, throw that down in the comments. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what other kind of videos you guys would like to see. Thank you guys so much for all the support you've been throwing my way in the comments and with the new subscribers. I really, 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 really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. With that said, God bless you, fish nerds, and I will see you next time.